Okay, guys, ready when you are, James?
David, mathematically not safe, obviously, but how big a step is that towards safety?
Huge step to beat Manchester United in a run-in is a huge step. Getting 3 points is huge against whoever, but against Manchester United tonight it was massive for us. And look, probably well deserved the way we performed, and players showed great character, great spirit. Had to dig deep at times, but you know, also had great moments and played a lot more like the West Ham we've probably seen in the last couple of years.
Do you feel pressure lifting from the dressing room?
Of course I do. Great result going into a semi-final European competition. The positivity we'll take from it. Playing against such a good side as Man United, we know that we were up against it. But now we've got another big challenge coming in midweek, and we're going to look forward to it.
A couple of decisions went against you. The Antonio disallowed goal and potentially a handball for a penalty.
Just add it to the other ones which have happened to us in recent games, and hope that somewhere along the line in the coming games we might find that we get a penalty kick or we get something goes in our favour.
Charlie.
Hi David at the back.
Hi there.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about Declan Rice, player of the match on BT today. There's an actual stat as well. He's won more possession out of any player in the top 5 leagues as a midfielder. So how delighted are you to hear that stat? And again, another great performance from you, captain.
Well, he was outstanding tonight, but I thought we had some really big performers. No surprise to me. He's got a great talent of regaining the ball. You've seen him play for England. You've seen the abilities he uses in recovering the ball and getting around people. He's great across the ground, very quick. Yeah, I'm pleased but not surprised.
And the good news is that, of course, he can deliver for your side. But the bad news is he keeps catching the eyes of other teams outside West Ham.
Yeah, that's why he's probably the best player, best English player around, midfield player around, and that's why he's going to be extremely expensive if MD comes calling.
Okay.
Thomas Souček's had a bit of criticism this season. What did you make of him tonight? Is he okay after the head injury?
Yeah, I actually thought that the 3 midfielders we've praised Declan a lot there. I thought that Thomas Souček and Lucas Paqueta have got the opportunity to become a really well balanced midfield because they all offer different things. Thomas tonight gave us an awful lot of other parts. He does things like he heads out the box, he does what he done, he blocks things. He had a couple of chances to score tonight as well. And Thomas's performances have been improving as we've gone along. And going back to it then, Lucas Paqueta, who showed some magic moments and then some other bits not so good, but overall I think the balance of the 3 midfield players tonight were very good, and he's okay with his head. He just get a clash of heads, that was all it was.
Is a character like that allowed you to get through this run and probably away from the bottom 3?
Yeah, I think the players showing the character they did today. I've always sort of thought that when you're in this position you have to win a big game normally to get yourself free of trouble. We've won a big game. I remember beating Chelsea here 3-2 when Yarmolenko I think scored the winner, which was in a similar situation. So there is games which stand out, and I remember it. I've talked about this. I've got no doubt I'll remember this game tonight. Beating Manchester United is not an easy thing to do. But I have to say I feel a lot for Manchester United. They had to play this game. They were at Brighton on Thursday. They've had to play here again on Sunday night. But the fact that matter is that 2-day recovery, we've had it more than any other team in the Premier League this season. And I thought it just took the edge out of Manchester United tonight as well because of the games programme.
David, we've spoken a few times this season about getting the best out of the midfield. You said in your interview you feel you've got that when. How pleasing is it that you feel like you've tried to do different things and how to use them and now got to the stage?
Yeah. Well, I think you have to say Lucas Paqueta in midweek had to play as a sort of deeper line midfield player against Man City, had to defend against the ball for long periods in the game. So we know that he's capable of doing different jobs. I mean, the one I want him to do is make me chances, score me goals, and be effective. I think we can give him the ball. I want him to keep it better when he should do. He had a couple of opportunities early in the game where he could have played people through, I thought, better. But I'm really pleased. I thought the three of them played really well tonight.
You said, you know, going into this run of games before going back in Europe in midweek, that you wanted to be, you know, have the Premier League all done. How far off do you feel like how far, sorry, do you feel like you are now?
I think we're in a much better place. I think, you know, winning tonight puts us in a much stronger position. It's not. It may be enough come 28th of May. It may be enough to say it was enough points. But at the moment, while it's not, we have to keep going and we have to keep looking to win. But it just gives us a chance to take confidence. The crowd I thought were really good tonight. But I think the crowd fed off the players, how well the players performed. They kept at it. Kept trying to win the ball back, counter-attacking when we could, and we had quite a few attempts at goal, and I said a couple of goals, a goal chopped off, and maybe a penalty kick. So I thought the crowd played their part tonight.
David, can I just ask? I mean, I know it wasn't important in the end, but that handball, it's extraordinary that VAR didn't pick that one up.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I just all I can say is it didn't cost me. It cost me last week, when, you know, it could have made a big difference, and we've had a couple of decisions which don't feel as if have gone our way, and all I can think is that hopefully somewhere in the weeks to come we'll get our fair share, because those ones have been against us, that's for sure.
It does seem extraordinary that VAR.
No, I think we're getting to the point where we're not quite sure when VAR will or won't sort of intervene. So, but anyway, it didn't cost me tonight, but I might have been saying different things if the result hadn't gone my way.
Can you talk about West Ham? They seem really active tonight, and going into this stage of the season where we could begin to be tired after a long campaign. Obviously, they've got that European match coming up. Do you feel that the players are actually almost finding that?
Yeah, I do. I think we've been getting a bit closer to it. There's been the odd game where we've not, and that could be a bit down to fatigue, especially the Palace game, I felt. But I thought we were sort of on pomp tonight. We were sort of at them, you know, chased them down when we could, tried to break the play up when we could, broke very quickly, fought them for as much as we could, and probably earned the right. No, it was maybe if they'd got the first goal, it would have been a different story because they started the game well. But we also got ourselves a chance, and we'd something to hang on to, and it made a big difference to us.
No go.
Then obviously Outlaw will be watching West Ham tonight. What do you think they'll have made of Mikel Antonio's half-time plan?
Bits of it very good, bits of it not so good. I don't think there's many centre-halves. I was one who would want to play against Mickey Antonio. I think he can be a handful, but we've also got a different, maybe European referees might see Mick differently and find that his physicality might not quite suit. So these are the sort of things that we've found a little bit as we've gone along in Europe, you know. So we need to hope that we can, after the experiences we had last year, we went a goal down after 2 or 3 minutes here against Frankfurt, and we got a player sent off in the second game. We've got to try and learn from that, our experiences in Europe. So hopefully Mick's able to play as well and do as much as he done tonight.
Last question then.
David, can you explain the importance of Nayef Aguerd?
I thought he done very well tonight, because they're up against good opponents, and you could see he was the one I was a bit worried about. He was sick, badly sick, and he's a boy who doesn't have any weight at all. So him not being well would mean that he was always going to be sort of down. I thought tonight he looked at the end, he looked as if he was, you know, his socks down, and it's not like him. He's a really talented footballer, but still getting used to the rigours and what it means to be a defender in the Premier League. You know, which is, you know, you've got to be blocking and defending all the time because there's so many good players in the Premier League. But I thought he played very well tonight.
Thanks everyone. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.